All right, once you are ready to install the rudder system, there are different parts to it. So this is the base plate. I've already installed it. It has 6 holes, but you're really only going to use the 4 for the power pole mount here. So there's already pre-drilled inserts, brass inserts in there. You just take off these placeholders and then put the base plate on. Use the screws that are provided to get the base mounted on there. Once we have the base on there, you'll take the rudder and the pin, and so the rudder itself, the string, you want to put off to the side here, and then there is a pinhole there. You line it up with the mount on the inside and just drop it down and push it down, and it should be in place at that point. So now that you have the actual rudder on the mount, we'll take the line, and this is where it takes a little bit of patience, but you take the inline and you are going to feed it through the hole here. It's going to take some time to do this, you know, inch by inch. Just keep pushing it and it will come out on the other end right over here, which I'll show you here in a bit. Okay, so once you have pushed it through far enough, we will come over to the other end. You will just grab and pull it out, get all of the excess line out, and so now we have the line pulled completely out. So what we want to do is feed it through the line cleat, which is the piece right here. So you just feed it through the hole, and so in the down position, this is where the rudder is released down. We want to have at least about this length, about, I don't know, 10 inches to tie the ball at the end here. And I think I got one somewhere. And then you can just cut off the excess length that you don't need. So probably keep that right around there. So you just want to tie a loop notch. That'll do. Alright, so now that we have the line in, you can tie it up, use that cleat to pull it out, and then that cleat will hold the position. The rudder itself, it's not all the way put together, but at least you'll see that this part is in place now. And then when you're ready to deploy, you'll just loosen it off the cleat, and that should deploy just like that. Okay. All right, if for some reason you're having trouble with the rudder not deploying like it's supposed to, if it gets stuck, then all you have to do is adjust the cord here, the bungee cord that helps pull it out. So what we're supposed to do is, it's got 2 little knobs on either side that lock it in place, and now you can kind of move your bungee cord one way or the other to tighten it or loosen it. So if you want to go this way to tighten it, and then just push that back in place, go here and pull that back, and then lock that in place, and now it should deploy like it's supposed to. So to finish the install, we will come grab the rudder control arm here. Sorry. Now we'll grab the rudder control arm, and there's going to be 2 bolts with the wires hanging on the bottom. So there's this little knob that you'll see that's going to go flush into that hole right there. So how this fits in is line up. It'll slide right into place. And what you do is you're going to pull on this little knob to get that control arm in place, and then let it cinch in, and now it is controlled by the rudder arm, and hopefully you can see it. So this will actually go on the seat. Alright, so the rudder line has these little hooks that you can hook the actual rudder into, like so. So that keeps it nice and tucked out of the way. Comes back over to the end. There is a base plate that can go onto the gear tracks. So the seat itself has armrests, which are new to this kayak. I don't think I've ever seen it on any other kayak, so that's a pretty cool design. And the gear track is right here. The base plate is right here, held on by the T's and the screw, so you can adjust it however you want. And then the actual arm goes in place. There's a locking mechanism. Now it's secure, so when you want to take your seat off, just do that, lay this off to the side, and put it back on when you're ready. The actual rudder mechanics are pretty easy. So you just turn it one way and then the other to go the other way. Hopefully everybody can see that. I'm trying to keep that all in camera here. And that is the rudder install. Thanks everybody.